implemented concerning the Web3 jobs I spoke about and the business models, right? You can start that. Then for host community members, pay attention to the
Okay.
clock from like 3 p.m.
Good
I will
morning,
finish the
guys.
implementing that
Good
we're supposed to do
afternoon
today
and good
and
evening from
reduce
wherever
our
part of the world you are
challenge
watching this live
for
stream
one day.
from.
So with that, I
So
want to thank everyone for
today
showing up to the
we are
space.
going to be looking
We
at
didn't need to like invite like speakers or anything, but you guys still came. So everyone that
some
joined,
few
really appreciate
stuffs
it.
going
The
on.
best part is for you to implement, right?
So
The implementation
let me
part.
try to
And don't
share the
let
link
anybody
so
pressure
that
you or
others will
anything.
see and join.
Find a path, stick to it, put your head down. I posted something on my timeline. This year it is me against me, my previous wins and results. I don't really care what anyone is doing. I've already chosen my lane and I will stick
So
it. But yeah, once again,
first
thank
and
you. This
foremost,
is a
happy
day
new year
full of
to every one of
resources,
you.
I love you guys. I will see you guys again and I would love to borrow Black into another course because you did a great job. Thank you. And
Okay, let me see if I can.
thank you.
It's
But
not
maybe I will give you later.
okay.
But yeah, that's what I need to wrap up. I want I think my new year, so I have to shout out here. Well, again, of course, I don't find
So we are going to
strategy
be
to
revealing the
like really
markets
develop your mind
shortly.
for me. So that one I don't like it. And yeah, of course, I see all my community members there. Shout out to you guys, my pages. And
So
then
this live stream is now
I
really
will
going
leave
to
you
take a
to
lot
the
of
rest
time.
of the day. You
Sorry
guys enjoy
to
your
those
night,
that
and I'll see you
have been
guys
trying to join
again.
with the
And
other link and it didn't go
have a
through.
great day. And
I don't know what's happening. I've been trying to set it up, but it's not working. So let me share this new link. So happy new year to every one of you. Uh Nice seeing you all in this new year. Let me check from my device if this is working perfectly well. Okay. So we actually let me off this stuff. We are in a new year and a lot has really been happening around the financial markets. And today we are going to be looking at uh, what is happening in the market, and we're going to be revealing some few stuffs that are going to be happening and is already happening. First, we are going to look at today made it complete 17 years of Bitcoin being created. 3rd January 2008 initially. That was when Bitcoin first Genesis blog went live, and today actually made it 17 years, and it's actually a really great achievement. The technology that started 17 years ago is worth over 1.6 to 2 trillion dollars market cap, and a lot of persons are really interested in this tech. A lot of persons are really interested in the technology, and they really want to know some stuffs around it. Even institutions are really picking interest in the technology, and individuals are really picking interest in it also. So because of that, sorry, I'm trying to actually send these out. Just give me a minute. Sorry, I'm trying to set up some things here a bit. Sorry. So I'm going to be saying what I was saying as we continue. So a lot of institutions are actually coming in into the uh, crypto markets, the Web3 space. A lot of institutions coming in, governments coming in, the banks coming in, and we've seen a lot of things that really push and move the market. It really pushed and moved the market. So this year is 2026. Yes. Sorry for that little noise. So as I was saying, a lot of institutions are actually picking interest in they are picking interest in using the technology. And if we see from when the tech started, when Bitcoin started from 2018 now, it has really exploded. It has really exploded. I just dropped the link to the exchange I use in trading, KuCoin. It's one of the best exchange. So try as much as possible to uh, check up on the exchange, register with the exchange, and begin to trade with it. It's actually easy to navigate through. It's actually a good exchange. So back to the market review, we are going to be revealing the charts, and we are going to see what's happening around the crypto market from what is just happening. If you check on Twitter now, there has been a trending news between the US and Venezuela. What just happened recently in Venezuela, that the US actually um, arrested the Venezuelan president. All those stuffs are things that will really have impact on the markets positively or negatively. But last time we were actually looking at the charts. Let me try to share my screen here. Okay, I'll be able to share this now. So going to be now. So last time we were actually looking at the charts. So before we even continue looking at this chart, I'll just turn it on here. The chat will be on so that we'll be looking at it while I say some stuffs that I want us to take note of. So due to the facts that the US government have been moving to and fro with Venezuela, a lot will be happening in the markets. So we were actually looking at the market from last month, anticipating the market to create some massive move. This is BTC charts. We are anticipating that this market should push from up here and make it both so that every one of us will be able to see this. We expect the market to, okay, sorry. So this was the analysis that we had on the market, and we are actually still looking at it. This is actually a trend line liquidity that the market has to take out before that momentum push to the upside. And we have been looking at it. A lot of traders are watching this zone. Let me extend this zone. This zone is a key level that they are all looking at. So for now, we are still looking at this. The market pushing from here. If you look at this zone that the market has been on, this level I actually marked a trend line here is actually a zone that the market has tested severally for many days. This is the one, the daily candlestick. You see this zone, the market has tested one, two, going back, test this zone, test the zone, test the zone. Even yesterday, the market came break past the zone, but it could not close above that zone, and the market kept on pushing. So, what do you expect with what is currently happening in Venezuela now? I was actually expecting the market to first do something. If you look at what's happening here, I hope my chat. Oh, sorry. Okay. I want to confirm if I'm sharing. This screen is sharing. The last recording I didn't share, so I'm trying to confirm if it's actually sharing. Okay, it's actually sharing. Sorry, guys. Let me try to send this out. So if you see now, let me go back to trading view. So this is where we have been looking at. So with the currents happening in the market now, this zone stands as it's being represented as a resistance level because the market have resisted this zone severally, multiple touch on this zone. So what are we expecting from this market? We are expecting the market to fall, right? We are expecting this market to fall. We are expecting this market to fall big time. If you want to take it, your stop loss just above here. Just take it from there. I will go down to the lower time frame so that we can liquidity whenever it wants to really shift to actually create this kind of pattern, this pattern that you, let me see if I can actually draw the pattern here. We are just revealing the market. We are going to be looking at other stuff. So we reveal some few market also. So the markets will create something like this, a pattern like this, pattern like this. The market goes down, comes down, create something like this. Just create something like a range, right? It's actually creating something like a range. And you see the market's creating something like this. And the markets can just come tap in, pull down, for pulling up. What the market is actually creating here. So that is the kind of pattern BTC is actually creating here now. That's just the kind of pattern the market is creating here. It will have to clear this place, push down and clear it. So something like this, this kind of pattern is actually creating this kind of pattern that it breaks out, come down to this level. So there is a lot of liquidity resting here. So we expect BTC to do what? Clear off, sell from here down to this point, down to this point, and it clearing this liquidity, dropping into this liquidity level before we see BTC doing any upside movement. So with what is even happening currently in Venezuela, there is uncertainty, and whenever there is uncertainty, right? Whenever there is uncertainty, let's say there's a kind of a situation whereby there is war, one country attacking the other country, what happens to crypto assets? Investors tend to remove their money from riskier assets and put it in safe haven assets like gold, silver, right? And BTC will begin. So this is the setup. This is the setup. If you even look at it, there is actually a change in market state of delivery of the market. Change. Some people call it change of character. Other people call it market structure shift. If you look at it clearly, you see that here. Yeah, you see it here. Market broke below this level. this level. It broke below this level and came up. It's going to take out this level. Take out this level and it start dumping. So let's see how it goes. So for BTC, that's just what anticipating to see the movement like that, and stop loss will just be, you when is the movement starts majorly, that's where you could enter more position. But for now, that's just the entry because of what is currently happening again. So the reason why the market is kind of even slow today is because today is weekend, right? Today is Saturday, and Saturdays markets doesn't always move with huge momentum. I want to see it clearly. Go to 15-minute time frame. Close below this level, pushing up, clearing this place, coming up to this place. It has already started dumping. So guys, that is that for BTC analysis. So in the description of, or let's look at Ethereum again. We look at Ethereum very quickly. Okay, we still have about 23 minutes. Let's look at Ethereum very quickly. So Ethereum, you should know one thing. If you have been for a very long time, you should know that wherever BTC is going, that's where other crypto assets will begin to face. I'm trying to take this trade. $90. Okay. So looking at Ethereum now, okay, let's see Ethereum. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what Ethereum has been doing. The last time that we analyzed the market almost came very close to our TP1, and so the our analysis is still we are still expecting to take the massive push of Ethereum from here before taking it up. Let me see 1 hour time frame. Ethereum actually broke past the zone above. So Ethereum too, we see if you look at it, Ethereum too is in a very uh, bearish trend. Is if you look at it, the market is still in a very bearish trend. I want to draw the trend line. I want to draw the trend line like that. It's you see it's how it has been descending, the clear move of it falling, pushing, falling, pushing, 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 falling. So we are still expecting Ethereum to actually drop. Anyone that is trying to look for a setup on Ethereum, the last time when it push came here, it dropped. Push went to this place, this level, reacted from this breaker block. It actually dropped. So it's actually going to be reacting from there's a breaker block here. You can see Ethereum still going to be dropping. Acting from this breakup drop block. Ethereum also is another selling market. The way I even like crypto trading is this: once you can be able to analyze the direction of BTC, you get the bias on BTC, you can actually get it for Ethereum too. So this is what we are actually expecting on Ethereum. So the this is the breaker block region that we expect Ethereum to fall from this region, and it's actually giving a push from that region. Let's take it to this is just what we are expecting on Ethereum. Just a very clear setup. Let me get it very well. See something. How are you reacting from the breaker block above here? So the drop we are expecting might not really be happening very quickly this weekend. Can happen over the week as we go into the new week. As this is just the entry. Just above the previous high. Stop loss above the previous high and target this zone down. Target all this liquidity zone down. If you want to target here, you can actually target here 1 is to 10 trade. So that's just what's happening. This year is really going to be amazing for crypto trading because the level of the level at which institutions are adopting it. Many banks, El Salvador actually, the president said they are going. I saw a post that they are going in to BTC into crypto fully. They are going heavily into crypto and artificial intelligence. So this is just what we are looking at on this. So that's a tight stop loss. But not expect this market to break and take us out. But if it does, that means this setup is actually invalidated. Not expect this market to take us out. I will update you guys on this setup, how it's going. From now to Monday, we are going to look at this setup and we review it again. Let's see if we get stopped out or we're actually in profit. This is just for our time frame. So you can just look out for entry. Go to the lower time frame, look out for perfect entry. I use little leverage and enter the market. Another entry here. Break structure. Okay, structure sheet. Push. So another entry here. So I guess I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. So as we were saying, the market is actually going to be very bearish as it has been bearish with the currents happening in Venezuela now. It's really going to be more bearish because of what's happened in Venezuela. So BTC, we should be seeing some dump on BTC, huge dump on BTC. Then we go to the next stuff that we have. So let's talk about Satoshi Nakamoto, what he did actually a long time ago. Why Satoshi Nakamoto created uh, BTC. The reason why we are talking about Satoshi Nakamoto today is because today actually marked the 17th year of BTC being in existence. That is the Bitcoin blockchain. So, Satoshi Nakamoto actually looked at the facts that, the crisis that happened in 2008. It was actually a crisis that led him to re-strategize because of too much inflation. Crisis like this has happened in the past, but the one that happened in 2008 was actually so massive that they had to become another system. That is where Satoshi Nakamoto, some people think Satoshi Nakamoto is just one person. Some people think it's a group of people, but the brain behind this technology, from my own opinion, is not just meant for one person. The one person can actually do it with a team. It will be a group of people working together to do this. Then building this kind of technology, a system whereby it's not of is deflationary, working with deflationary mechanism, not like the system we have that is actually full of inflation. Like presently, things we could buy in my own region for 10,000. Now, the buying power of that 10,000 has really, really increased, reduced drastically. It has reduced more than 100%, which is not good because of what inflation. So that Satoshi Nakamoto created a system whereby the value of the currency will not what be depreciating, but the value of the currency will keep on what appreciating over time, to keep on increasing over time. And if you look at it very closely, from when BTC started in 2008 down to today, I saw something. Let me see if I can read it out. The price has actually been appreciating drastically, really, 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 really fast. It has been moving, it has been moving really, really, really fast. So, from January 1st, let me see if I can see that stuff again. The price of BTC from January 1st till now, we still see it. It has been going up and up and up. There was a time BTC was $700. It went up to 3,000. It went up and up and up. We can actually see that on the chart. Let me see if we can see that on the chart. We have the chart here. We don't need to stress much. Let's look at among every that we have in the cryptocurrency market. I really love BTC more than every other assets. I really love it. So let's go back in time. Let's go to the weekly time frame and look at it. So going back in time, you will see. So this was in 2017 from $729, right? See the price kept on what going up. And in 2028, coming 2028, the next Bitcoin halving uh we take place. When I check the calendar, over 800 and something days left for that halving. And whenever Bitcoin halving happens, what's happened? The mining power of BTC reduces, and it becomes very, very difficult for miners to mine BTC. And based on the law of supply and demand, when a demand of something is high and the supply is very, very low, the price keep on. So see from that 2017 now, coming 2020, price kept on. Despite the fact that there was world pandemic, but price went up, push, it kept on going up, came down, it kept on pushing up, pushed. 2023 kept on pushing up and pushed. So we expect the market to push from here back up. You could see it exploding. Yes, it could literally explode even above the all-time high of 125k. Well, uh, from this push from here, this point we are looking at, from this point we are looking at, but it's all these things you are seeing. These are weeks, so many weeks. This can happen in the next few weeks, right? Once the price gets to this region, it's a very good support level from where the market should test. It should clear all this liquidity resting here and test this level before pushing up. So we can see something like, say something like pushing here um, to break this level. Ability to actually do this, it will not take it much. Once it start pushing under 2 3 weeks, BTC can actually go back to all-time high. One thing we should take note of, whenever BTC starts pumping, the pump is very fast, but the dumping is kind of slow, slow, slow. But the pump is really, really fast at times. Sorry, I want to just delete this. So Satoshi Nakamoto really did a lot. He really changed the course of the financial system, and the whole world, even the government were fighting it, but the governments are now accepting it. So it has really birthed a lot of blockchain that are solving a lot of problem around the financial sector and beyond. So let's look at what's happening in around other parts of the market. So we made mention of the war happening in Venezuela. That's just the recent happening. So the second part, ETFs. It's the ETFs. It's another part. So yesterday I was actually looking at some stuffs again. Over $2 billion worth of Bitcoin um, options have been expired. So because of that, it could actually dump the price again. Yes, it could actually dump the price. And with the current happening, especially around US and Venezuela, that is one of the major stuffs that I'm expecting the markets to dump aggressively, really, really aggressively. So thank you all for tuning in on this. See you all next time.